Hello, good morning, good afternoon or evening from this beautiful Ireland of Ireland with all the birds singing in the trees in my private forest here. There's no one else around except me, which is quite a gift. So following on from my Karma YouTube video that I put up the other day, I'd like to talk about something that people have asked me to talk about called manifestation. What is manifestation? How does manifestation work? And how important is it for you to know how it works so that you can control it? So many spiritual people will have their own idea of manifestation, and everybody where they are is where they are in relation to manifestation. But in order to explain it to you, let me give you a couple of real life experiences that I've had with manifesting in this life. As a kid, as a child, I was just that type of kid who just realised there was more to life than what I was doing or the experience I was having or whatever. And I used to always find little forests like this, little places where nobody else really knew about or they didn't visit. And I'd just sit and I'd contemplate life. And I remember, contemplating things like manifestation, okay? Cause and effect, whatever you want to call it. And I remember a story, and this really happened, and to me this is what manifestation is about. I remember when I was about 11 or 12 years of age, and I went out onto the street that we lived on, and basically I wanted to go out with my friends and play some football or whatever. But we knew we didn't have a football because the day before, the evening before, we had kicked the ball over the wall into a garden of what we called the grumpy neighbour. And basically what that grumpy neighbour did was burst it. They put a knife through it and burst the ball. And so we knew we didn't have a ball, but yet we wanted to play ball. So we were out there, and I just sort of did this thing where I remember just going, I really want to get another ball. And I was going to ask the lads, should we try do a whip around or pay for, each of us 50 pence each or whatever it was and buy another ball. And as I was saying it, I sat on a little wall on another neighbour's garden. And when I sat there and I looked over the wall, here on the other side of the wall was a brand new football, still in the wrapping, still with the packaging on it. And guess what? We played football that day, and for a couple of days after it, until it went over the wall again and ended up in the same deflated shape as other balls in the past. To me, that's manifestation. I don't know how it happened. Some people might call it luck, coincidence. Who cares what you call it? I got the ball and I enjoyed it. Moving on to becoming an adult, because I had many of those type of experiences, but I'll share this story with you that is a very powerful, moving story for me in my life and my experience. And it was the story of when I was in the army. I was about 18 or 19 years of age, and I was in the Irish Army. And you didn't get paid very well, and if you got into trouble in the army, they didn't pay you at all. They stopped your wages, if you like. And we had got to a stage with my family, whereby I had a child, had another child on the way, and I'm 20 years of age, even 21 years of age. It's around that year anyway. And we're literally living on a bowl of cornflakes. We didn't have much, but I had spirit, I had God, I had belief, I had all that, but didn't have food. And so I remember going for a 24-hour duty in the army, and you know, I did my 24-hour duty, and I was relieved of duty the next morning at about 7:38 a.m. and I was going home, and all as I had was my bus fare, my bare bus fare to get me home. But I was starving, and I needed and wanted food, and I sort of made a decision that I'd go into a little shop that was open and buy a Mars bar. You know, if you don't know what a Mars bar is, it's a chocolate bar with toffee and nugget inside it. And you know, I jokingly now say, God, I pulled down the whole planet Mars in order to manifest the next piece, because I had spent my bus fare, I was getting ready to walk home. I walked by the fruit and vegetable market of Dublin, and as I'm walking, I notice an envelope. So here's this envelope with this money in it that I really needed. And of course, we had an amazing time because we couldn't find who owned the money, so we kept the money. And to me, that's karma and manifestation all in the one action. And so, you know, we were so excited. We bought the kids great stuff. We felt good. We felt great. It helped my belief system grow even more, helped me to surrender that whatever I needed was going to manifest for me, was going to come. I didn't really have to reach for stuff. I didn't even have to pray hard for stuff. I just had to allow more. And that led to another instance which, like, you know, you just can't make this stuff up, where a couple of months later, Linda and I were going home on the bus, and we lived in the terminus, like, in other words, the very last stop that the bus would go to or travel to. And we're on the bus, there's nobody else. People have got on and off, and you know, nobody's got on for the last few stops or off, because there's nobody left except us and of course the driver. And with that, you know, again, we've had to hit in this sort of stage of very little money, and I looked across at the seat next to me, and here on the seat was a roll of money, more money than there was in the envelope that I had found months earlier. It was coming up to Christmas. It was like Jesus had answered everything that I needed to know about the loaves and fishes and the manifestation of sharing and allowing and all of that stuff. And so to me, that is what manifestation is. I know that, you know, you hear of people who can instantly manifest and, you know, whatever. But if you want to know what manifestation is really about, it's, haven't you manifested people in your life? Haven't you manifested circumstances in your life? Haven't you manifested things in your life? Of course you have, we all have. But you can speed those up as your belief grows, as your understanding of surrendering to your God, if you have one, or spirit, or source, or whatever word you want to call it. And getting to that point where, you know, you lose your fear of becoming homeless or starving to death or whatever, because you start to really understand that if that's what's meant to happen to you, that's what's going to happen. There's not much you can do about it, but you can become pure. You can begin to understand. And just to let you know, I didn't keep all that money. I couldn't find who wanted it. You know, that particular money, I remember I actually gave in to the guards and said it had been found on the bus. And, you know, the guards hold it, and then 1 year later, if nobody has claimed it, you go up, they give you a receipt, and, you know, guess what? It was there. The money was still there. And as I say, it was coming up to Christmas. And it was like, whoa, this is incredible. This is really how it works. And so, as I say, allow yourself to manifest by being more still. Find yourself a place like this. Just listen to the birds. be careful what you ask for, you might get it. I've seen people manifest huge amounts of money and they've never been happy. I've seen people manifest relationships that were disasters. I've seen them manifesting obviously the opposite to all those things as well. But, you know, you don't need that much. And the closer you get to understanding about you don't need that much, the more seems to come. And then you have another issue of sharing it and giving it away properly, because, you know, you are a custodian of these things, and what you do with them will create your next manifestation or your next karmic experience. So a technique, as I say, to help manifest is say a prayer and understand that this is what I've learned, that if I said a prayer to help somebody else get something that I believe would be helpful to them or that they needed, the speed of that was lightning fast. When I prayed about stuff for myself, it wasn't as fast, I have to say. So I started to understand this other lesson of when you genuinely bless other people. Like I don't, if somebody is a multi-millionaire, trillionaire, billionaire, whatever, I bless them. I'm not jealous of their big house, big cars, because if I'm jealous, I'll only manifest badness. So I'm not jealous. I go, bless you, I don't know how you got this. If I had it, this is what I do or would do. And as a lot of people know, I ended up getting some money, but I gave the majority of it away to help others, to help my brothers and sisters and children all over the world. And that has kept the consciousness stream of abundance coming into my life. And when I say abundance, I'm not only talking about money, I'm talking about these birds, this sunny day, these trees, the beauty of the silence. So let me suggest that you sit very still. You say one prayer if you're looking for something. Do not say a second or a third, and do not reach for what it is you ask for. If it's going to come, it's going to come. So I'll end this recording by giving you a teaching that is very powerful in the world of manifestation. It goes like this: that which is for you is coming to you, no matter what you do to stop it. That which is not for you can never come to you, no matter how much energy you put into trying to drag it towards yourself. If both of these statements are true, then the balance is be silent, be still, and allow both of these truths to act upon your being. Have a great day. I'm going to just meditate now. My birds, friends here, maybe they'll come and even sit beside me. Maybe I'll be that blessed today. I hope you receive all that you are looking for. I hope you understand that just because you're looking for it doesn't mean you're getting it, and that you do understand that that which is for you is on its way, if you don't block it with negativity, jealousy, envy, bitterness, and other stuff that stops manifestation. Have a great day. Bye.